Alright everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I wanted to celebrate the 7-year anniversary of me doing YouTube. Way! That was cringe. But yeah, 7 years. I count the 31st of December 2013 as my YouTube anniversary. I recorded my first video on New Year's Eve, set on my iPad to record my telly of me playing Crash Team Racing. It took a couple of weeks for me to make the channel and upload it, so I think I'm going to be a couple of weeks early, but I want to celebrate it now anyway. And what better way to do it than to look at some of the best, most successful videos I've ever made. I don't know, I thought it'd be an interesting video concept. Before we begin, yes, arbitrary, please subscribe, shout out. If you'd like to hit that subscribe button, I really would appreciate it. I've nearly hit triple digits, so that would be absolutely fantastic. So we're going to start off with my YouTube channel, JKG Tube, then we'll go on to some other secret channels that you might not know about, videos I've worked on, some that I own fully. We'll cover it when we get there. To start off, we have this Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled Training Speedrun. This was uploaded right when Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled come out. As you can see, it's a speedrun of the original Crash Team Racing, but I thought it'd make an interesting title, and it did alright, to be honest with you. 106 views, not bad. Someone here asking when's the big speedrunning vid coming out. That's something else I'm hoping to do as well during this. We're going to look at some nice comments and some constructive criticism that people have left. So I highly encourage you to do that. Give me some feedback and let me know if you want to see more of this, because this will be quite interesting to do, I think. But yeah, this guy asking when's a big speedrunning vid coming out in the new Nitro Fueled. At this point, I think it's only just come out. You check out, was it Spyro% Speedrun, I think I called it, to celebrate Spyro month. So yeah, go check that one out. I did finally speedrun the game. I was hoping to do it a lot sooner. It's taken me like a year and a half to actually speedrun Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Purely just my own incompetence. I wanted to do one a lot sooner. I just never got really round to it, unfortunately. Just so many other things that I was doing. Someone asked me my personal best as well, which is 1:18:41, which I think has actually changed now. I have to, well, no, let's actually check what my actual personal best is. It was the most recent one I uploaded. There we go, my personal best. It was eventually 1:16:57, so that's my, as of right now, personal best. I'm hoping to break the 1 hour mark very soon. Another successful video here, Texas, RTX. This is my trip going to RTX. Yeah, this was my whole adventure of going to Austin, Texas to go for the Rooster Teeth Expo. I went back in 2016, I think, and you can see I'm in my Jersey apartment. I look so young in that video. Someone said, Numbskull says, I went to RTX, my video is almost an hour long. Yeah, mine's 40 minutes, so I basically recorded a lot more than I thought I would, but it was good fun. And someone enjoyed the shot of the diddle finger, which is a gag from, I think, On the Spot, one of their shows. You sort of get a good shot of, someone brought a physical one to the On the Spot panel, and there was a good shot of, yeah, you can sort of see it waving up in the air there. I managed to get a nice, decent shot of it looking, and then I managed to get a great shot of the impact as well on the host, John Reisinger, which hopefully if it loads at some point we'll be able to see. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it was quite close to me when it was happening, so that was absolutely brilliant. I loved that as well. Pool party. This was a party for my friend Tim's 21st birthday, I want to say. 3 years ago, yeah, it would have been. I think the only reason this one done well is purely because of the thumbnail, because it's got 2 pairs of legs in it, which, I mean, I suppose that's incredibly clickable for people. For some reason, comments are turned off on this one. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it was a pool party, so people were in bikinis and stuff, so it might have been age-gated because of that, but who knows? It wasn't meant for anything like that. It was just for me to document the pool party, and it was honestly one of the best parties I've ever been to, so I'm glad that video has done quite well. Next to the gameplay trailer, I've spent a lot of time on this gameplay trailer back in the day. This was 3 years ago, probably nearing 4 years ago actually at this point when I've done it. No comments or anything. I purely just took clips of my favourite gameplay moments throughout the past years or whatever that I did it, because I wanted a trailer. And yeah, it came out okay. I mean, I've had better ones. The ending of that trailer is brilliant, so I recommend you go check that one out. It's an unusual one as well. Cars 3 First Places. It's me playing the Cars PlayStation 2 game. So an interesting story about this one. My friend lent me his PlayStation 2 copy of Cars and said he really wanted me to make a video in it. And I was like, sure, okay. And to be honest, I'm in a bit of a grouchy mood playing this, and the audio in this video really isn't that great. But for some reason, it did quite well, you know, 126 views, people seem to like it. And I'll be honest, I did have a good time playing it. Slightly towards the end, I had a bit of a better time. Throughout the rest of it, not really. You can tell I'm a bit grouchy, but towards the end, I did have a better idea. towards the end, I had a better time. There we go. And there you go, the Sandman there commenting saying it's finally here. Yeah, shout out to the Sandman. Next we have Call of Duty Sucks, Black Ops 3 multiplayer beta live stream gameplay. A nice long verbose title, which I found that most of my really long title videos have done quite well, with a few exceptions. So a lot of my videos do end up having longer descriptive titles, and people seem to like those, so I'll stick with that. I think the only reason this one has done well, so this was actually part of one of my old YouTube channels I did way back in the day. And as you can see, it was just a Twitch recording that I just re-uploaded to my new channel. And I would title it, rather than Call of Duty Sucks, it would be like Infinite Warfare Sucks, or whatever the most recent Call of Duty game was. I used to change the title of it. That got very laborious after a while, so I just gave up and then just said Call of Duty Sucks. Nice and standard, you know. We have someone here as well. Hey, all these views were other likes though. Yeah, I don't know why it got so many views. I think purely because of the title is why it got so many views. People didn't really come on and dislike it or like it. I think the watch time on this is quite minimal, but it got me some views. You know, it was not one of my best videos. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 review. Yeah, so I think the only reason this one has done well is purely because of the intro. So I did like a green screen intro where I had a script and I introduced Guardians of the Galaxy. I sort of like stood there in front of a green screen and spoke about the original Guardians of the Galaxy, my thoughts and feelings, and my current thoughts on before I've gone to go see what the new one was. And I think that's probably the only reason why it's done well, because it's a green screen footage of me standing over the trailer, basically. And you can see in that I'm wearing the same snapback, and I've got a slightly different yellow shirt at least. But yeah, I think that's the only reason that one's done well, is because the intro was so highly edited. And I think I got it out within, I want to say 24 hours of the movie coming out, because I went to go see it on release night with a bunch of work friends. And yeah, I think that is mainly the reason why it did so well. So thanks for watching that one, guys. I'm not really that proud of it, but done well. Next we have Centre Parks Elvedon Forest edition. So this is the first sort of Centre Parks video. It's me and my sister with a GoPro just messing around. I think purely, again, the reason why this one has done so well is that Centre Parks videos tend to do quite well. For me personally and for other people. I think people want to see what their future holiday is going to be. People who want to book Centre Parks. I will go into it in a minute because I've got another Centre Parks video that is also on this list. But yeah, I think a lot of people have sort of like gone to videos on YouTube to see what Centre Parks is like because there's so many in the UK and throughout Europe that people want to see people's experiences, and holiday videos always seems to do quite well. 6 likes on this, which is alright, you know. I'd say the most successful videos I've ever made. They're successful for me, and purely I don't really do this because of success. I just thought this would make an interesting and fun title, so big pog on that one. Ah yes, next one, unboxing an Oculus Quest VR headset while stuck indoors. I love this video. This was one that came out this year. Due to the start of, you know, quarantine that happened, I was stuck inside and didn't really know what to do for video ideas, so I thought, why not just make an unboxing video? I wanted to get an Oculus Quest headset anyway, and this is obviously me getting that, and I thought it'd be fun to unbox it, and for some reason, I think it was just the amount of editing techniques I put into it. There's a lot of zooms, some sound effects, a nice bit of music behind it as well. It did quite well. There were 15 likes and 268 views, sorry. Pretty good, so I'm quite happy with that one. So we'll go into the comments now, and this is probably the nicest comment I've ever received. It's someone saying, underrated YouTuber, with like clapping emojis in between. That was very, very sweet of them. It was very nice to sort of read. I think purely, again, because the amount of editing techniques I put into it, it's like I was like a real YouTuber. I even extended the video to 10 minutes and 1 second, so I think that's probably the reason why that one did so well. Someone's saying their Quest is coming tomorrow. GOX, a very nice comment from this person as well. This dude is literally underrated. I forgot how many times I laughed during this. Was very, very nice of them. I did get a lot of good positive feedback on this video, and it really did make my day seeing some of these comments, actually, because I kind of just put it out there as an unboxing video, not really thinking much of it, but I think purely just the energy and the editing techniques, it did alright. There's my friend K Filet saying the zooms make it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I just zoomed in on pretty much everything to punctuate a video. It's a good way to make, if you're a YouTuber, it's a really good way to punctuate anything. Just zoom in on your face or zoom in on like movement that's going on. It really just adds a little bit something extra to a video, and spending the time on this one clearly paid off. Mine's coming soon, can't wait. How's the tracking? We had a little bit of a conversation about it as well. This guy put you in timestamps saying that, so I had to sign up for a stock checker website to get the Quest actually sent to me because they were out of stock all throughout quarantine. obviously they were very sought after. So yeah, this person's saying that he had to do the same. Someone saying have fun for 69 subs. Nice. That was me hitting 69 subs then back 3 months ago. I'm recording this in, I want to say, is it September? Yeah, I'm recording this in September at the moment, so I think it's going to end up coming out in December, January time maybe. But yeah, so all the way back then is when I hit 69 subs, and I've just been grinding away videos over the last couple of weeks. I've been trying to hit 1 video a week for an entire year. There'll be a video about that coming up very, very soon. But yeah, I mean, I've been doing alright with it. I'm quite happy. This guy's saying that you can now buy it from the Oculus.com website in Australia, which I think you can maybe do now. It's just very like dependent on if they had it in stock or not. And when I did it, obviously they didn't have it in stock, so I had to go on a stock checker website. And there's one person saying, "Why do you have 69 subs?" I think that seemed a bit like, "Why do you have 69 subs?" I think again it was a sweet comment as well. Them saying that, "Oh, why do you only have 69 subs?" Which is again very, very sweet of them. I don't know, just never really blown up, to be honest with you. I mean, I just do this for the fun. I'm not really in it for subs and clout as much as I'm doing a video on my most successful videos ever. It is purely just for the fun of it, and I have a great time. I mean, I'm having fun just sort of sitting here rambling off some memories about these videos. So next we have Centre Park's Woburn Forest Edition. Yeah, again, see another Centre Park's video that has done quite well. Once again, I think purely because of the editing that I put into this. I recorded so much footage that I edited like these weird, so you can see on screen there, like these 4 panels of me going down the same slide. People still seem to like them though. I did some like, if I do say so myself, brilliant sound mixing in this one. I'm very, very happy with how some of the audio come out. There's one moment as well, I think Lazy River. I'm not sure, I might be able to find it. Yeah, around this point. You won't be able to hear the audio, but the song was going to end at like 3 seconds too soon before it transitioned into, the bowling bit, which is coming up like in, like now, there you go. So like the song was going to end like around this point, so I was like, oh god, how do I do it? So I actually remixed the song and like played the like towards the end part a bit on repeat a couple more times, and it's just extended it out at the perfect time that the new song comes in and fades in just as the bowling thing comes up, which I was very, very chuffed with. Like that took some work, so I'm proud of myself for that one. Someone saying they can't decide whether to book Woburn or Elvedon. I've been to both. Personally, I'd say Woburn is a bit more modern, I guess. Elvedon's still a great time. I have a great time at Elvedon too. And Woburn is actually closer to me, I think, personally, where I live and where my friends and family live. So I would definitely recommend Woburn. And people asking what I use to record. So to record most of my GoPro footage, most of my 360 footage is actually off of this camera known as a Pix Pro 360, I think. Yeah, it's a Kodak SP360. It allows me to shoot 360 video. The thing's been old reliable for a while as well. It can shoot in 2K, so it's been with me for a good amount of time. But it's shot some amazing quality stuff for its time, and I still use it if I'm like doing anything that is involving with water or that. And a lot of the rest of the stuff that I film, it's just off my phone. This is like my old phone that I'm using to record my screen on, but most of my actual filming I do off my personal iPhone, which is, is it the 11 I think I've got? I don't know. Crash Team Racing, Nitro Fueled, Trailer Breakdown, plus Speedrun. Another really, really long title. Again, another video that did quite well because of it. So every single year I do a Crash Team Racing speedrun. I've played Crash Team Racing every year since it came out. That's like my personal claim to fame. I love that game. It was the first video I ever made was in Crash Team Racing, so it's obvious that I really, really love this game. And when the remake came out, I was well excited. Quick side note, I find it funny that 2 of my most successful videos have been in Crash Team Racing, but anyway. So I thought I wanted to put out my annual speedrun, as I normally do. But to make it a little bit more interesting and different, I decided to load up the Nitro Fueled trailer and just talk about some of the things that I'd personally noticed from I guess a big Crash Team Racing fan. Noticing all like the slight details and little intricacies that come up in this video. So I was quite happy with how it came out, and obviously people seem to really like it. Again, it came out at the perfect time because the trailer like just dropped, I think I want to say in the December. Maybe in the November time is when the trailer dropped. So literally, I had my annual speedrun ready. I was like, oh perfect, I've already recorded my annual speedrun. Let's tack on a review of the trailer at the beginning. And yeah, people have liked it. Some people stuck around for the speedrun as well, which is fascinating. People are saying they can't wait for CTR remastered. Tiger Temple, I couldn't remember the name of a track. If you watch the video, I stumble on one of the names of the track. It was Tiger Temple. Thanks to this person for correcting me. This person also said this was a trailer was a shot-for-shot remake of the original trailer. I don't necessarily know if that's true. I can't personally verify it. Sorry, guy. I couldn't verify that. I tried to look it up to see if that was true or not. A lot of the original Crash Team Racing trailers, from what I know, were live action of that giant like mascot Crash costume. That's what they used to do for a lot of the US trailers, and also in Power territories as well. It was him just sort of walking around with a megaphone, and it was one where he pulled up at a stoplight and tried to keep up grandma or something. It was very, very 90s, very late 90s, but I couldn't actually verify that this was a shot-for-shot remake of the original trailer, but still a good trailer nonetheless. And finally, on my main channel, we have Lego Soccer/Football Mania skills gameplay. Now, I have no idea why this video has done so well. This is me just playing Lego Football Mania. I made sure to title it Lego Soccer/Football Mania for the searchable terms, but 1.7k views is kind of weird for me personally. That is a very successful video. Yeah, people just seem to like it. I think it's because it's like one of those niche, like, underground games that a lot of people have fond memories of, but there's not a lot of footage of it out there, so people seem to like it. I mean, it's such a bad video as well. That webcam in the top corner is awful. The audio quality is terrible, and if you look right at the beginning there's like a couple of frames where my webcam isn't even on there. That's just me recording it off OBS, or I think Elgato might have been using to record it. And for some reason, people just ate this video up. There is a slight reason, I think, why people might like this video. There's two reasons I can think of. One, I have this comment here saying, how do you install the game on Windows 7? I think a lot of people thought that I emulated the game. I don't emulate a lot of my PlayStation 2 games. I think I've only emulated a game for a video once, just because it was an easier way to record it. But yeah, my original copy of Lego Football Mania, I have all my original PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, original Xbox, Wii, DS, all my games I play from my collection, and that's what spurred this one, because I have such fond memories playing this game, and it just seemed like a right thing to make a video on it. Might go back to it one day and make another video, but yeah, so that's one reason why I think it might have done quite well. And there's someone else here as well saying, I came here to see how the shooting skill move was done. So I don't know if like a website or something linked my video with a timestamp, or someone shared it around, but there's a very specific shooting skill move you have to do in Lego Football Mania, and not a lot of people know how to do it because it's a very specific button input, and it doesn't really help you out much. It's kind of a hindrance. Like, I don't think I played the entire game as a child without actually doing this shooting skill move, because there was no reason to do it. So I actually paused the video at one point, I think towards the end. This is right at the end as well, where I'm figuring out this shooting skill move. Right at the end of the video, I literally stop recording, I pause it, and I just Google it live in the video on how to do it. Didn't cut any of that out because I'm an amateur, but yeah, people still seem to like it, and that's probably a reason why. I wonder if someone, because it took me a fair bit of research to figure out how this shooting skill move was done. It wasn't just like readily available, possibly because the video game itself isn't really massively popular, so there's not a lot of guides and stuff on it. So I had to do a little bit of like digging, and I think because of that, it's sort of been like discovered as this like place on how to do this shooting skill move, and I describe it and I show how to do it. So I was making a tutorial without even realising it. I want to give a quick honourable mention to Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, the movie, full playthrough. This video is doing gangbusters at the moment, and as I record this is only on 79 views, but I feel like it's going to top into the 100 mark, so it's going to break it eventually and hit my top videos, which will have over 100 views. I feel like this one's going to do it, purely because I was quite clever with this, if I do say so myself. So this year, 2020, was the 10th anniversary of Scott Pilgrim, both the movie and the game. For the movie, me and my friend Harry, we have a massive obsession with that movie, and we put out a 2-hour-long podcast reviewing it, which we've wanted to do for years, but I was like, let's just bite the bullet. It's the 10th anniversary, there's not going to be a better time, and big shout out to Harry, aka Zero Fox Given, for doing that with me. It was an amazing video. I'm very, very happy with how that one came out. And with the gameplays as well, I decided to release 7 episodes of me playing the 7 worlds of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, plus a full playthrough at the end. And the full playthrough literally came out the day before they announced that they were re-releasing the game to all modern platforms. I was blown away by that. I will be honest, I did have a slight sneaking suspicion that that was going to happen for the 10th anniversary, because it's such a cult underground movie and people love it. Very passionate. It's got a very passionate sort of small fan base. So I had a sneaking suspicion that both something to do with the movie and or the game was going to be announced. So I wanted to capitalise on it. And lo and behold, I did. Here we have them, 1 week ago, so it literally was announced a week ago when I'm filming this. Someone saying, I wish Scott Pilgrim could be on Nintendo Switch. The same day they made that comment, I replied, I said the same day, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was like 1 day later, I think. Whenever it was, anyway, look up the dates. But we have, it will be this year. It literally got announced like a couple of days after, like the day before, whatever. Blown away. So it actually did, and I'm very excited and expect a playthrough of that when it comes out. I'm going to have to revisit it and be able to play the remastered version, play some of the DLC maybe. Who knows? We'll do something with it anyway, because I'm very excited that I'll be able to play the game again. So quick honourable mention as well for the Centurion challenge there. Another video that I personally love, and it is growing at a very steady rate. It's one of those ones that a lot of my videos, they get, most people's YouTube videos anyway, most of their views all come right at the beginning, and then it sort of slowly like fades away throughout time. A lot of my videos just don't get views anymore. There's a few exceptions to that, one being Lego Football Mania still gets views to this day, so that's doing pretty well. And the Centurion challenge is still getting views, even though it came out 4 months ago when I'm recording this, and I feel like it still will down the line as well. It's one of those videos that are just, it's a drinking challenge, so it's like a bit more evergreen, and every now and then someone just sort of looks up that challenge and I end up getting a couple of views off of it, so I feel like this one's going to do quite well as well. So now we're going to move on to this one as well, a video by Never Regenerate. Charlie Q is one of my very good friends. He's a musician. For his university course, he needed a music video, and he knows that I like my filming and like my editing, so I have a full video explaining the backstory of this. Go check it out. But I have a full behind the scenes basically. This video has done quite well. It's like 373 views, 12 likes. Like, people have liked this video and liked this music video, and I think he got a very good grade on his university course for it. So I'm very happy about that. Hard work certainly paid off. It was a full 12-hour shoot, 6-hour editing session. It was a long old day. It was one of the biggest projects I've ever been a part of, but it was fantastic and I enjoyed every moment of it. So if anyone needs some more freelance photography work or freelance filmography work, I guess more so, then feel free to hit me up. Check out some of the comments as well, because we've got some constructive criticism, which is good because I know it's not perfect. I'm very proud of it, but yeah, there could have been a lot of things that we improved in this music video. He's pinned my comment, which is great, because I did love working on it. Negatives from this guy: I don't really understand what's going on in the video. It felt like a lot of the movements made, it lacked energy and enthusiasm. Typical English weather, messed with the lighting a fair bit at points. I had a really hard time reading that for some reason, but they're right. Yeah, it was raining on and off all day, so literally I'm hiding underneath an umbrella to try and get these shots, and we're wiping off their guitars to try not to have all these like reflection things. It's the problem with shooting outside. I guess for next time we said that if we ever do a big project like this again, we probably do it more of an inside set, because then you can control your own lighting and stuff. We did mess with it a little bit. And the story as well, I will agree, is a bit hard to follow. It's basically like Charlie's character, Charlie's doppelganger, I guess, running around and killing off the bandmates, one per verse, and then end up obviously chasing Charlie right at the end of it. It's the big surprise twist that it is him. Yeah, it was a bit hard to follow, but I was quite happy with how it came out anyway. It was the vision of what we wanted, and it come to fruition. I'm very happy with it. I even, interestingly as well, I added cinematic black bars at the top and bottom. I did not shoot the video in Letterboxd. I literally added black bars in post to make it look more cinematic. But it did the job. It did the job and people liked it, and I'm very glad about that. Positives as well: the song was nice, you looked dapper, and I'm pretty sure we recorded this at One Tree Hill. We did, which is cool if you did. Oh, there you go, yeah, we did. And it was a very fun day, all in all. Like I said, it was a full day of shooting. Yeah, great time, an absolutely great time, and I'd love to work on something like this again. I think I left a comment saying, like, appreciate the feedback, always looking to improve it, so I'll keep it in mind going forwards. Someone saying the video is outstanding, I've listened to it multiple times, can't describe how amazing it is, plus Charlie has all the notes perfectly and can't wait to hit more songs and videos. Well done, guys. Brilliant. I'm so happy with that. That's someone who really likes that video, and it's nice to see that my hard work has paid off with it. That's a very, very sweet comment. Thank you, Courtney Greenwood. Someone just saying heroic. Shout out to that guy as well, I like it. Someone saying great first video, you guys need to form a group and produce some stuff. You look good. You guys would look great on stage doing gigs. Yeah, those guys aren't actually a band, because obviously, like I said, it was for Charlie's university course. Is my friend Tim and my friend Callum, that both musicians. They just came along to help him out as part of the shoot, and obviously to help us out, so we actually had people on set. And we walked through with them what the shots and everything that we needed were on the day, had the script, had the storyboard. It was honestly one of the best experiences, and if you'd like to know more, I highly recommend you go and watch the behind the scenes video, because it was one of the best experiences I've ever had making videos, so please check that one out. I highly recommend that video. Actually, here's that video that I've been ranting and raving about so much. Yeah, Charlie Q Survive, official music video outtakes. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. I got one comment, which is me pinning the actual music video. So go and check out the actual music video, and please check out the behind the scenes if you'd like to know more, because it was very, very fun. So with all my main channel and one secret channel videos checked out, there is one more channel to check out where I've got videos that I've worked on, and it's my second channel, JKG Videos. Now, this is the channel that I made way back, I want to say January 2014. Let me actually verify that. Yeah, 5th of January 2014. I recorded my first video 31st December 2013, and then it took a while for me to show people. I made the channel, and then I uploaded that first video a little while after that. So this is a very old channel. This was the first one I ever created. Everything's been blocked for monetization though, so I wanted to start again. Plus the fact I did end up just uploading anything. I would just film something on my phone on a night out, and then I would just upload it to this with no regard for what I was putting out there. No editing, no effort, it was just me slapping things on a YouTube account. So I wanted to make a new channel, JKG Tube, where I actually put some work and time and effort into my videos, and it's paid off. I've had these sort of dual channels set up for a while. I use JKG Videos for uploading all these random clips still, so I still just put the random clips on it. But at the end of the year, I compile them all together and put them as one big video on JKG Tube, which I just title it like 2019, 2018, whatever. It's just the year number that it is. So expect the 2020 video coming very, very soon with all the lovely stuff that is on the screen at the moment. So a lot of the stuff is privated from this channel, obviously. I think every year I go through and just private everything. I keep some of the most successful videos up though, because they are good and I do still quite like them. So if you're seeing this now, you only have a little bit of time to watch these old videos before they go all into private or all into unlisted, and then they'll go into the big bumper 2020 video, and then with that the same will go again with 2021, 22. I've done it every year basically, so if you want to check it out quickly then you can. Feel free to go and check out this channel. It's not the one that I like though. You can subscribe if you want, but where I actually post content is right here on JKG Tube, so that's the one to follow me on. And here we only have 4 videos to actually talk about, so this is the final 4. This is one that did very, very well. I actually didn't plan on posting this to YouTube. I purely made this for Twitter, for just a couple of retweets and likes. I thought it was funny. But it's titled Crash Bandicoot Still Isn't in Smash Bros. Ultimate, with the hashtags, because very searchable apparently. And it's just a short sketch I made lamenting the fact that Crash Bandicoot wasn't announced and they announced an ARMS character instead. I just found it quite funny really, and I just put a lot of work into making this little sketch. It was purely for Twitter, and I was like, might as well stick it up on the second channel as well. But because I did that, it actually did quite well. Yeah, 124 views. It did alright, you know. And we got some decent comments as well. I'm with you, dude. I want that as well. The only reason I can't see it's happening is because of Activision. Yeah, I can't really see it happening. I hope so. I really hope so, because Crash has his new game coming out in a couple of weeks. I guess we might even know by now. Obviously, when this video is coming out, Crash might have been announced for Smash Bros. At this point. I don't know. I'm in this weird limbo where I just don't know. So fingers crossed he is, because that'd be fantastic. That's not fingers crossed. Someone else, I really want Crash. Someone else, LMFAO, don't worry. Yeah, a lot of big Crash Bandicoot fans obviously right behind me, and I think that's why I did it, because they liked this little cute sketch that I did that was about him not being announced, where I pretend to be really sad. I did make sure to have a really forced fake laugh at the end there, so you could tell that I wasn't actually like super depressed about it. That was a very specific creative choice. I quite liked it though. It was good, and it was fun to make in quarantine as well. Something a little bit different for me to spend my time on. Next we have one of my oldest videos that is still public to this day. It has no comments, only 1 like, but 516 views. JKG Plays Pointless featuring John. Now me and my mate John went down the pub and we played one of those like pub quiz boxes that has like a bunch of questions on it. You can win some money. We were terrible at them, but we like doing it anyway. We used to always play this pointless one though. It's where you got to try and get a pointless answer. So they ask 100 people, name a type of snake, an example for this, right? And then you have to try and pick an answer that no one else would have said. And all of a sudden, just randomly, I was like, you know what, let's just film it, because we've never got this far before. It would be amazing if we actually won it. And we did. We actually won it. It's ridiculous. I love this video so much. I randomly just went, cat-eyed? Why not cat-eyed snake? We won the jackpot. It was brilliant. I was very, very happy with that video. So go check that one out. I actually have... So, quick brief aside, I have a playlist that I have some actual good content, I think it's called, like actually good content, and I'll put a bunch of these videos, as well as other ones that I'm really proud of in that playlist, so I'll link that at the end, and it'll be linked in the description as well, so you can go and check out a bunch of these videos in one big playlist, if you want to go in and give them a look. Penultimate video, JKG plays Mario Kart DX. I don't know why this one's done well. I guess just a lot of people want to see this Mario Kart DX arcade machine for some reason. It's terrible. I'm driving with one hand trying to play it while filming my screen really awkwardly and close. Yeah, it's really not brilliant. I don't like the video that much, but it's done well. People seem to like it for some reason. I guess maybe there's not a lot of footage of that arcade machine out there. Something that's really annoying as well, I used to upload all of my videos with stabilization mode turned on, which is fine, but not when you're filming a screen, because then it tries to correct it, which, no, it should be static. Awful, but some people seem to like it. I think maybe the thumbnail might have helped it out as well to do quite well. So yeah, that was another interesting video. You can check that one out. That one's not in the playlist, but it will be public probably forever, because it's a nice little moment in history, just me and my friends in the arcades having a good old time. And finally, we are here. The most successful video I have ever made. It is on this channel, and it is just titled simply Unit 7. So for a bit of context, me and my friends used to go clubbing in Basildon Town Centre around late teen years when we could start going out clubbing and drinking. And those clubs shut down after like 2 years. So we were only going there for a little bit and then they just shut down on us. And we're like, oh no. I think they've been open up years beforehand. But it was only when we started going did they shut down. And it was heartbreaking. We were young, we wanted to go out drinking, we wanted to have a good time. And all of our clubs just shut. And we were like, great, what do we do now? But they announced this club, Unit 7, which is pretty much in the same place as the others, and so it was like, brilliant, we can go and check out Unit 7, this would be fantastic. Now, I wasn't planning on going opening night. I really did want to go opening night, I just couldn't get the tickets. One of my friends though, Dean, he did me an absolute solid, and he actually got a couple of tickets for opening night. It was like, me, you, let's go, let's film it, and it was literally like a sporadically formed crew where we just went along and just tried to film everything we saw, like the smoking area, all the clubs, what it looked like. It was brand new, so we just wanted to like show it off to everyone and be like, this is what this club looks like. You see there, I was really hoping to get 1,000 views before 2018. It did. I can't believe it, because that was my first video to ever hit 1,000 views. It's currently sitting on 2.4k, which is insane. Even more insane than that, Licklist, the official promoters for like, various clubs all around the country, they have a Unit 7 promo that came out a year ago. That has only got 1.3k views. So my weird portrait mode video where we were there at opening night filming Unit 7 actually has more views than the official promo video. That is crazy. That's so crazy. It's only got 1 like and 1 dislike. I think it's beyond insane. Like, I can't believe it. I think it's just been very, very special to me that this is one of my most successful videos though. It's kind of a bit mind-blowing that really my most successful video is just me filming a club in portrait mode. It's kind of disappointing. With the amount of work and money and effort I've put in some other videos, this is my most successful one, but ayo, that's the game of YouTube. I'm not going to complain, because I still think it's quite funny. So feel free to check that one out, because I am actually, as much as I will bash on it, I am still quite proud of it. And that's your lot. Wow. That was quite a long video, but I wanted to go for everything that I'm proud of. There's a bunch of other videos I didn't even get a chance to mention, so please feel free to click that link in the description. It will take you to a playlist with a bunch of videos I am proud of. If you like this, let me know. Give it a like. This was actually really fun to go through and talk through some memories and stories of my old videos, and just thank you for watching for these 7 years. If you've been here for just this video or you've been here for any length of time, I appreciate it. Feel free to hit that subscribe button, because I ain't going to stop anytime soon. This is just way too much fun. But yeah, I'll see you later.